All right, so I'm going to kind of go over with y'all on how to work Chapter 12, Exercise 2. So you had activities that were A through I, and you were supposed to do a forward and backward pass. So here's the first, if you did your forward and backward pass, this is what you should have. All right, then I went ahead and put a pink line showing you what the critical path was. That's anything with zero float. All right, so the next thing it gave us was the chart. And the chart, it says it's going to give you what the cost would be if you crashed one of the activities. Now, the only way you would want to crash an activity is if it can save you a day, meaning an indirect cost of $900 a day. What that means is maybe they had a job trailer, or they had a administrative person out there, a project manager, and those things were costing $900 a day. Well, if you can shorten the duration of the job one day, then you would be saving that $900. So we're going to first look at things that are on the critical path that are less than 900 days or $900 a day to crash. All right, so I'm going to look at activity B. Activity B, its normal was 10, crash would be 7, and the total cost to crash would increase by $1,200. It would go from $700 for normal and $8,200 to crash. So that's a savings, or it costs $1,200 over 3 days. That's only $400 a day. So yeah, we would want to crash that. And then I looked at C and F. C would cost, we could save a day, that would be $500, so that might be an option. And then F would be, we could save a day, could crash that one from 6 to 5, and it would only cost $300. And then I want to look at crashing G from 5 days to 4 days, and that would be a cost of $800. So that's kind of getting on the high end, but it still would save a day in the end. And then if I look at the very end one, which would be I would save $400 to crash it from 4 to 3. All right, so I'm looking at these two. I did not do both of them. I just chose F to begin with. And I'll show you why. So here's the second round that I've got right here. So I chose to crash B, F, G, and I. And the reason I did is because if I crash B to 7, so that would be 0 and 7 is 7. 7 would come over. 7 and 6 is 13. So I left C the same. And then 13 carries over. 13 plus 5 is 18. So now when you have two activities coming in, the higher goes forward. So that would be 18. These are both at 18 now. Well, if I would have dropped and crashed this one from 7 plus 5 is 12, and then 12 plus 5 is 17, it's not going to save a day because this would be 18 still based off, the part up here. So I crashed B, F, G, and I. And then I went ahead and dropped down and went ahead and fixed this. If this is 13, this would carry over to 13 plus 8 is 21. So again, the higher one's 22. 22 plus 3 is 25. So that was my second path. So you would need to come down and go ahead and do the backwards pass for all of this. And then look again, because you may have two zero durations or your critical path. You may have two critical paths